Listen to this podcast now on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Why is the middle class shrinking? Why are people facing an affordability crisis while marginalized individuals called informals grow in numbers? Join me as I travel the world, speaking with people living in invisibility, the leaders working to solve it, and uncovering the hard truths shaping our economy and daily reality.
Download all of Red Apple Media's podcasts right now through your favorite podcast platform.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Folks, don't elect a socialist. Exhibit A. I just want you to listen to the natural sound for what the NYPD had to deal with these nuts. If they had their way, they would do away with Israel, do away with Jews. These people are crazy. Do away with Jews in New York. And you know who's got their back? The mayor of New York City. I want you to listen for a moment. And then we'll get to the billionaire. And the number to reach me live this hour, 800-848-9222. The poor police officers. And by the way, Mamdani hates the cops as well. The poor NYPD officers. Oh, and I didn't even get to the fact that a captain was asked a question by a reporter. He just made some off-color remark. Mamdani's no good, whatever. He's being disciplined, the captain. But Mamdani's wife is a staunch racist, and she can say whatever she wants. Taxpayer police detail, taxpayer mansion, but a poor captain in the NYPD being hung out to dry. Just listen to what the police in New York City had to deal with tonight.
Move forward. One step. Move forward. Police line. Move back. Police line. Police line. Move back. People. Police line. There you go. Good job. Good job. Good job. You gotta keep these guys. Step back. Get off my neck. Step back. Step back. On the sidewalk.
So that's just a little bit of what the NYPD had to deal with tonight. London tried to warn New York. I'm trying to warn you, no matter what city you are listening to us in. This is a disaster with this 34-year-old mayor. He's been in office less than 6 months. We're stuck with this guy for the next 3.5 years. I'm not going to go into why. I'm not going to say things like Mr. 7%. I'm not going to do it. Not going to do it. Because we were conned. 7%. I hope you're proud of yourself. Notice, by the way, 7% does not criticize anything Mamdani does. And if you're listening in another city, it's a little inside joke when I say 7%. It's one of the candidates that ran who didn't have an education, didn't have qualifications, didn't have anything, and he was a straight-up con man. He's been a con man for 20-plus years, whose 15 minutes was up a long time ago, but he came to fame with Mayor Giuliani, and he rode that for 30 years. But now, we're done with him. Mamdani. So Ken Griffin, the billionaire. Folks, don't mess with billionaires. They don't bother you. Billionaires pay the bills. Don't kid yourself. Oh, I pay my taxes. Yeah, you pay your taxes. But billionaires pay for the services, for the lights, the police, the fire, the sanitation. Billionaires. And what does Mamdani do? Oh, oh, I'm going to show you, I didn't work out as Jay-Z, but I'm going to be the king of social media. I'm going with my police detail, taxpayer dollars, the gas for his vehicle. I'm going to go to the home of this billionaire, and now remember, we had Luigi Mangione that killed the CEO, right? And you have the mayor of the city going to the outside of a penthouse of a billionaire to do a social media post. And now that billionaire is fighting back, taking some of the jobs, not all, taking some of the jobs away from New York to Miami, Florida. Thank you, Mamdani. Thank you. So, Ken Griffin says he is scaling down his operations in New York.
So where does that leave us at 350 Park?
That leaves us with the fact that we went to Miami and revised our building plan to make it a bigger office building.
You're bailing?
So what do we do at 350 is still a point of discussion internally. But what is no longer a point of discussion is that Miami is now, when we moved from Chicago, there was a debate between New York and Miami. It's unquestionably true that we made the right choice. I'll leave it at that. It's unquestionably true that we made the right choice. And now what the mayor of New York has made clear to my partners, and principally my New York partners, is that we need to double down on our bet in Miami, because we want to be in a state that embraces business, that embraces education, that embraces personal freedom and liberty, and that embraces people having an opportunity to live the American dream.
So, folks, and I will have more on this later on today, 3 p.m., my 3 p.m. Eastern show. I have covered politics in New York City for close to 40 years. I have never in my life seen someone so incompetent at the job of being mayor. I go back to 86 and Ed Koch. From Ed Koch to Dinkins to Giuliani, de Blasio was a disaster, but to Bloomberg, and now we have this kid who is awful. New York City cannot survive. He tolerates these anti-Semitic protests. God help you if you're Jewish in this city under Mayor Mamdani. He doesn't check his wife, but a police captain, and you'll hear this in just a bit. As a matter of fact, Matt Blaze, soundbite 27. Let's deal with it right now. And we see all your calls. We're about to start with them. A police captain in the Bronx asked a quick question by a reporter. This captain is now being disciplined, but Mamdani's wife uses the N-word, hates Jews, on and on and on. Nothing happens to her. This is from News 12, The Bronx.
Mayor Zohran Mamdani, you're saying it's expendable?
An NYPD captain is being disciplined by the department after this video has gone viral of him criticizing Mayor Zohran Mamdani. Captain James Wilson was captured on camera in Bushwick Saturday night, calling the mayor a, quote, embarrassment and total nonsense. He also goes on to say that Mamdani is not his mayor and that Democrats are a, quote, waste of human race.
Now, should the captain have said that? No. He has First Amendment rights, but in uniform, he should not have said that. But you're going to discipline this man? And look at what your wife has actually said, Mamdani. This guy, folks, this is not going to work.
The Marine Toys for Tots foster care program is bringing hope to children who need it most. Every 2 minutes, a child enters foster care, often with only a small bag of belongings. More than 400,000 children face trauma and uncertainty, many before age 8. This May, during Foster Care Awareness Month, Toys for Tots is creating Room for Joy. In 2025, nearly 375,000 children received comfort through toys, books, and essentials, reminding them they are not alone. Donate now and change a child's life.